March 17th, 2020, things changed tremendously. For our shelter guests, they were asked to shelter in place along with the rest of the world, but had no way to do so. So we moved from the rotating church sites into a consolidated one site, staffed 24/7 around the clock facility where we continue to provide meals, the case management, and the medical care that people are used to. During the pandemic, we served approximately 500 individuals across shelter. We took many lessons from them in adapting to an emergency state. We learned that of those 500 individuals, their needs vary greatly. They come with different health conditions, they come from different communities, they come with different family sizes and ages, and so we're continuously working to figure out how to best serve them. So we learned that this one-size-fits-all approach that we have executed and done so well with for so long doesn't necessarily fit everyone the best that we could. And so we are taking those lessons to differ our approach moving forward and create lasting change for folks who come through shelter. For families with minor children, that has moved into what we are calling our Family Bridge program. Those families to sublease temporarily while we continue to work on housing, but create some normalcy for the children and the family so that they have a kitchen table to eat at, so that they're not eating in a motel bed squeezed between each other, that they have Wi-Fi connections in order to access school the way that it's now currently being offered, and just a space to be kids. And then for folks with chronic health conditions, we have long watched struggle to sometimes get between the shelter nights on a daily basis. They get up very early in the morning and spend all day either very slowly walking or taking breaks at bus stops, or even trying to figure out how they might get a ride from someone, because they knew that they were having to make a choice between their health and possibly having to stay outside if they couldn't make it to that next location. And so we are excited to say that we have plans to open a new day service center, which will include an overnight medical respite where 24 beds will be offered to these folks who have been assessed to have these most severe chronic physical and mental health conditions, where they can stay comfortably and receive care around the clock as we were able to offer in the consolidated type shelter, and they don't have to choose between their life and needing to get somewhere just to get through the night. When the world changed around us and the congregate setting no longer appeared to be an option, and we moved into these motel vouchering where individuals were staying either with one other person or in their own individual space, we saw a different form of isolation set in, and as a result, depression. And so folks felt more hopeless than they had when we were together as a community, when we had the more than 1,000 volunteers that donate time and services to us every year. The congregate setting provides the care and attention that people need and deserve when they feel so sometimes isolated or invisible within their daily lives, that to come to shelter and have someone say, hello, how was your day? And sometimes just listen or provide a cup of coffee. They don't receive that in motel. Shelter will look different going forward. We will have the medical respite offered by Summit. We will have Family Bridge apartments for folks with minor children, but we will always have that need for the congregate setting that provides the care and ministry that's been at the heart of bed services. We miss the volunteers, but the guests miss the volunteers as well. We hear routinely that they reflect on those times that they spent in the church setting, and the gentleman who might have prepared the best eggs on Friday mornings, or the woman who made the strongest decaf coffee at night.